This video is all about two things, and it's not these wiggly fingers. The first thing that I'm going to feature is this Yamaha tenor saxophone, and number two is going to be this microphone, this big chunky thing that's stuck in front of my stupid face. So this tenor saxophone is a Yamaha 61, and it's from around about the late 60s to early 1980s, in that sort of era. And this one is in very, very nice condition. Think about it, this thing is between 40 and 50 years old. That's pretty good going when you look at that. And this is also famously known as one of those purple logo saxophones. And if you're unsure why they call it the purple logo saxophone, well, have a look there. It's because of that purple logo, which is written on the bell, and it's also got a matching Yamaha logo with a purple background on the neck, which is right there. So let's have a look around this absolutely beautiful looking piece of Yamaha history. So probably the first thing you'll notice is that big key guard. Look at that, it's like a letter J, and I think it just looks absolutely stunning. I like that design, and it's a feature that they've used mostly on the student level horns, and they've changed the design a little bit, but I think this grill feature on the J-shaped key guard looks wonderful. I just think it stands out from other brands. It also has the high F sharp key, and what I like about this is that they've went that extra mile and they've put a really nice pearl touch on it, which makes it stand out from the others. Now the low C and E flat are typical Yamaha design, and they also remind me quite a lot of the Mark VI style. They are very comfortable and there's no stretching with that little pinky finger of ours. The pearl touches on the right hand and left hand keys feel very smooth and very comfortable, and the general layout of the left and right hand keys feels very nice under the fingers. It's a typical Yamaha thing. They are so good at making saxophones that feel absolutely comfortable. Now our left hand pinky has this cluster to play with. Let's have a closer look at it right here. You'll also notice that it's the typical older Yamaha design. It doesn't have the little rocking mechanism that goes between the C sharp and the low B flat. And our pinky here doesn't feel like it's getting stretched too far, and it feels quite okay. So we can have a quick look at these palm keys. They are very nice under the hand, and there's no overstretching yet again. Everything just feels like it falls into the right place. This body to bell brace, they still use this feature today, and that means it's a pretty good thing if they've used it after 50 years. Nothing wrong with that. Why change something? If it's not broken, don't fix it. And last but not least, this little fella. It's my friend. It's the octave key. Of course, it's quite a bit bigger than your regular sort of octave key. So that means if it's a bigger octave key, it loves to wiggle even more. So check that out. It's just going absolutely crazy. Go on, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Go on, mister. You just wiggle your wiggly head off. So that was just a quick look around this stunning looking Yamaha 61 tenor. And number two, this microphone is by a company called Alctron. I've featured them on my channel before. This is the CK6, and it's got this creamy white design, which is of course just cosmetic, but it's got this nice metal grill on the front here, and it's got a grill within a grill for things like plosives. But I'm still going to be wary of that. I'm going to talk about 6 to 10 inches away from the mic, so hopefully I don't get too many plosives going on. The shock mount is solid metal construction, and it does a great job here. I can adjust the microphone to the angle that I've got it here now. And there we are, a little bit closer on the mic, so you get that nice fat spread sound. And yeah, it does sound nice. But how does this little fella sound with this big bendy piece of metal? Well, let's find out soon. And I'll speak to you lot after I've made a noise on this into that. Before I jump into my final thoughts, I would love it if you lot out there, yes, you, could you leave me some comments in the section below? Can you please click on subscribe? I am trying to grow my channel, so I need you lot, I need your help. I want you to watch my videos all the way through, and you can click on like. You know, these are things that don't cost you anything. Anyway, I'll get my begging and my groveling out the way and back to the gear. Before I talk about this mic even further, I forgot to mention it came with one of these little pop filters. So now I'm going to use this. So this is how it sounds when I've got this filter on. Now I don't have to worry about them plosive things, them P's and B's and D's or whatever. I'll just get rid of my lovely gaffer taped headphones here. Now let's talk about this. Well, it's got a very good sound. I mean, listen to that. There's nothing I can fault about the sound of this microphone when it comes especially to talking. But it's not just the talking that we're here for, it's the saxophone. How does it sound on my saxophone? Well, equally, I cannot fault it. It sounds really nice. It's detailed, the clarity's there. There's nothing really I can say negative about it. I mean, if you're fussy, you could say, well, I don't like the colour. But if you're one of these people who is bothered by that sort of thing, the colour, well, that's your fault. That's not the mic's fault. I think it looks really nice, and that's it. I think it sounds nice, and it looks great. On the saxophone, it sounded really good. I like the sound. It's clear, detailed, and it actually picked up a bit more of that gutsy sound that the tenor has. I like it. Now let's switch to the Yamaha 61. Well, if I said I liked it, that might be a bit of an understatement. It's just one of them tenors that brings a smile to my stupid head, and that's okay, that's acceptable. But I've got a soft spot in general for Yamahas, and particularly these older models like the 61s and the 62s from the 80s. I really like the purple logo era saxophones, and I've loved them for many, many years. So it's not a surprise that I love this one as well. It's something that if you get the chance to play, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's one of these tenors that I would qualify or categorize as a life saxophone. It's something that'll set you up for life because it's that good. I actually put this next to a student Mark VI today, and the tuning on this was, let's just say, a lot better. And even my student totally agreed. He played this and he was pretty much surprised at the difference, a substantial difference between the tuning in this and his Mark VI. That's not me putting Mark VIs down, so don't get naughty and don't get all angry, because you know how the internet is. People get triggered by anything. You can say, hello, how you doing? Somebody will get triggered. Now back to the saxophone. Yes, it's a big thumbs up for me on this. And if I wasn't holding this, I'd be doing 2 thumbs up. So let's see if I can do it. I'll juggle. Let's see if I can juggle. 2 thumbs up. I'm holding the saxophone with the side of my stupid head. Aha, now that's an idea. Hey, Yamaha, if you're watching this video, here's a little plan. Why don't you think about making a nice 21st century version, an anniversary model, let's just say, and make it the new Yamaha 61, and that'll be a very interesting idea. And I'm sure it would be quite popular. But that's just my thoughts and my views. Enjoy that saxophone journey. We're only here for a short time, so we may as well enjoy our bendy pieces of metal as much as we can while we're here. You'll see me in the next video. Bye bye.